Hello, my friends. Welcome to CJ Reads Books. I'm CJ, and today we're going to be talking about The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. So, previously, I had read this book after, I think it was maybe before I graduated to like my first couple of years of college. It would have been like '07 maybe. I remember reading this book, and I remember reading and thinking that it was so sad. That's all I remember about the book, reading it the first time. So when Spinny Spinny Bum Bum spun this book for me, I was kind of excited, low key, because it's interesting reading a book from when you were younger to now processing and reading it as you are an adult. Something about, I guess your frontal lobe is connected finally and you finally can make those connections. I have very different feels about this book. But that being said, let's get into it. So let's start off by saying that this book was a sad one, period. It had aspects, though, that I didn't remember, like betrayal and friendships. The main character, such a stubborn and uncharismatic and very, very selfish kind of kid, okay? And granted, at that time, he lived not in poverty, he lived in the upper class. He didn't have to experience everything that his friend did. In fact, he wouldn't even consider Hassan a friend, which is really freaking messed up, and also why I relate to this book, you know? Reading it again, I feel like I was more mad at the main character this time around than I was sad about his story. I was kind of in the mood of, well, you deserved it because all the bad things that happened to you is karma from when you treated him terribly as a kid. And I'm like, no, that's not right. Dig so deep into the aspects of friendship and the aspects of betrayal, fear. It was a lot to unpack, but easy to read. It was so easy to get through. I read this book in about a day and a half. It was as riveting and as sad as it was the first time I read it. But this time I felt like it had more emotions than just sadness. I was angry more often than I was sad at the main character. That being said, the writing was still good. It was easy to understand, easy to comprehend. It made me feel, yeah, for the main character sometimes, but for the secondary character as well. So I really enjoyed it. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It hit all my requirements for all the fiction books, and it wasn't a slow moving book either. So I was really excited about that aspect. You know, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to be this surprised and it to be this different. I was expecting it to be just sad. But I'm glad I reread it because, yeah, books hit a little differently when you're older, especially since you've gone through those same types of things before because you were younger before. And now you're sitting there and you're like, oh man. But yeah, this was a good book. Did you read it? What did you think if you read it? Should I read some more books from this author? I would like to, but I don't want to be sad or angry. But I do respect an author that can create a very hateable character that is also a main character. So I appreciated that. So down below I have a couple links. The first is to my Etsy store. I sell blind dates with the book. So if you're interested in that, please check me out. I don't have much in stock right now. I'm going to do a whole inventory purge in January, but that's that, you know. The second link is to my Patreon. So what is a Patreon? It's a paid membership that allows you to look at all my videos literally the minute I post them and edit them. So on Instagram and YouTube, everything is scheduled and staggered to where I don't have to post every day if I don't want to. But on Patreon, you literally are reading right along with me. You get to finish books as I finish. You get to work out with me. You get to write with me. The third link is my wish list. It's just a bunch of random stuff that I find that I like that will help me in my YouTube journey. It's not necessity. And the fourth link, you can buy me a coffee. But if you can't do any of those, you are still here. You are still watching. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Tell me why you like this book. Share my book reviews with a friend. Maybe they'll start reading with us. And maybe we can get another book talker, bookstagrammer this season. So, yeah. Thank you, Robert Willem, for being my one and only Patreon supporter. You are awesome. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Bye.